Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
Well, we really enjoy every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., sharing with you what you need to know, want to know, and should know about real estate and finance right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, going on almost 6 years, and with the goal of guiding you to personal financial wellness. That's why we started this show. Nobody pays us to be on the show. We just love helping you.
Yeah, and it's been great. It's been a great 6 years. We learn something.
Yeah.
Selfishly, we learn something every time we do the show. So that actually benefits you. If you work with Skyline Home Loans, you get the benefit of everything we've learned over the last 6 years, doing thousands of interviews with the best real estate agents and the best professionals in town.
All right, and we have one of them with us today. Debbie Kelly with Remax. How long you been in this industry?
It's been a while.
We're not going to
Holy
ask
cow.
age. We're just going to ask how long you've been in the industry.
Okay, so it's going on 29 years.
Wow.
I
All
just
right.
can't
Same
even
as
believe
Don.
it. Where has
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time
yeah.
gone by?
Yeah, I got 30 years this year.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we've been around the
Yes.
block, which helps us a lot. It helps us. We've seen the cycles up and down. We know how to recognize them, how to handle them, how to help our clients, and we're not newbies in the field. We actually really understand the industry, and therefore I think the experience helps our clients out that much more.
It's funny that you say that because I'm working with a client right now that has one big, large parcel that they're purchasing and one that they're going to be selling. And the knowledge that I have from my experience from all the years, not only with the ranches, but being that I've built homes before I've subdivided and I understand land. It's not just a regular transaction. There's a lot of facets that are involved in it. A lot of facets regarding the zoning, if there's a conditional use permit that's on the property, depending upon what you want to use it for. Where the location, is it paved access? Does it have any slide? Does it have any flood? Are there any easements on the property? These are all things that a normal real estate agent that handles residential wouldn't even understand. Is the property with natural gas? Is it on propane?
Right.
And these are all the things.
Chucked in water.
Exactly.
Paved road. Road maintenance agreements, all those
Exactly.
things, because obviously I started out in Acton They'll say these are the things that are imperative. You are looking at those areas. It is imperative you use an expert in those areas. I mean,
Right.
how frustrating it is when you have to work with an agent that doesn't get it.
Well, the funny thing that you mentioned that, I had a meeting actually with the listing agent who is a commercial broker on this particular property. Total city slicker. Came with his loafers and his slacks, and I thought, oh, I'm in trouble, which that's fine. I mean, I'm glad, I appreciate he's a professional. But when you're dealing with over 100 acres, you really need to wear like your cowboy boots, or in this instance,
Yeah.
because
Did you have an ATV for you guys to use to go check it out, or what?
well, I have a Jeep. I have a
Yeah.
Jeep that I do for my ranch properties. You know?
Yeah.
So, and I knew we were in trouble, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand about the difference where the property lines are. If the property had been surveyed, you can't never assume that just because there's a fence there that's the property.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
You never assume.
You see that all the time out in
Yes.
the ranch properties and
Yes.
stuff. I mean, the client we'll talk about had that issue where they're like, well, when we did you guys went and did the survey, found out that there's a huge problem because the fence went into somebody else's yard. They already had structures into that area,
Yes.
and it wasn't going to work out very well for them.
Yeah, that particular agent, I'm sure the only time he saw meets and bounds was in his test.
Yeah. And this happens.
Or he thought he was at a happy hour special.
Yeah, right. Needs and bills. Right. No, but those are all things that have to be taken in consideration. And, I pride myself on my knowledge and my experience, and that I'm out to help my clients. And with my knowledge, it's not something that you read in a textbook. It's in the field learning.
Well, let's dive into that, because a lot of you might be interested in ranch, or know somebody who is, or know somebody who's into horses, because that is its own cult. I'm sorry, you guys all have your own little horse cult.
It is.
Because one of our clients, mutual clients that we know, we've known forever, you literally took 2 years. This is how patient Debbie is to find the right home for you. Let's see how many offers, and that's why we won't mention the name. You wrote at least 7, 8 offers.
Oh, a tremendous
At
amount.
least.
But you know what?
Because we know we kept doing the pre-approvals later,
Right.
going, we'll see if this one goes through.
It's actually, they got into escrow a couple times and backed out, but they did end up finding the place of their dreams.
Because you know what? Everything happens for a reason, and it all works out in the end. And
Yep.
you do have to be patient, but you have to look out for the people's needs. That's the most important thing.
Right.
And not only when you get into ranch properties, depending upon the zoning, if it's like an A1 or an A2, which is an agricultural zoning, You could get into people that are doing dog breeding, other livestock that they have on their property, pigs. I had one of my clients that they're so excited that they bought their ranch and their property was zoned A2, and they have a couple of pigs, they have ferrets, they have chickens, they have all kinds of critters on their property, and just thrilled. I get the pictures. Look at what we got, the newest edition, Hamlet the pig, you know?
I wouldn't name them because they end up on my grill.
Right.
Yeah, your daughter would though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're like, Daddy, why are you cooking, Wilbur?
Yeah, right? No, but most people that do have properties and stuff, like the getaways, there are some people that do like ranch properties because of the privacy, to be able to get away from the hustle and bustle. And when you're driving home or you have your weekend ranch, it's driving to stresslessness. It's a different environment. It's dark. You hear the critters. You look up in the sky, you see the stars. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Now, I know
hear
I'm
that
just
from-
kind of on the edge of the canyon there. I'm not really in the canyon, but I can tell you that few minutes where the cell phone stops working,
Right.
right? Because it does. The cell phone stops working, and I get to drive faster than I should down this road. And it's nice. It's peaceful.
It is.
It's very good.
Well, let's talk about the other advantages, because the client that we're mutually talking about is really into her horses, both of them, husband, wife, and they were boarding their horses, and now they don't have to do that. Are they tickled or what?
Tickled is to say the least. And most people that have horses, that's the thing. Boarding your horses is a very costly expense. So if you were to factor in what your cost was for the boarding of the horses and put that into a ranch property that you would own, and you get the tax advantages of, and the lifestyle.
Well, now they're boarding horses and helping pay for their residence now.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
they turn the tables.
Yes.
And I know when I get to talk to them, they just love going home
They
to
do.
their ranch and working on the ranch and being with their horses and getting more horses because they own it. So
Yes.
they don't have to think about the expense.
Correct.
Because now they're like, oh, I want this beautiful whatever horse.
Right.
They're like, now we can just board it ourselves. It doesn't cost us the same expense of having to pay for the boarding.
So what it is that if you get a few boarders in, it could pay for your expense for your horses and stuff.
That's basically
then-
what she said they're doing now.
Right, and then get a laborer to come in and help you. So, but it's what I specialize in, and I would be glad.
Now,
to help
why do you
anybody.
specialize in that?
Because that's the lifestyle that I've lived for so long. And I
It's
want
funny, this
everybody-
client we're talking about, wait, you brought in your friends to live across the street from you, basically.
Actually,
across the
yes.
road.
It is, but yeah, no, it's a lifestyle. I brought a lot of people in that like lived in regular neighborhoods, and then they moved out to like a rural area, and they'll never go back.
Right,
It's a
right.
lifestyle.
All right, so how can they get a hold of you if they're even thinking about it, or just looking? You handle any kind of real estate. We know that. We
Yes.
love working with you. You totally care about your clients. You're all over it. And what's nice is you care about their needs, not just getting a check. We have seen that over and
Oh,
over and
no,
over.
that's not how
you
I
have the
operate.
patience forever to make sure they get the home of their dreams and not just a transaction.
Correct.
So how do they get a hold of you?
They can reach me at 661-284-5418, or you could call, text, or email Debbie@DebbieKelly.com. I'm on Facebook. If you just Google Debbie Kelly, I'll be there.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
All right.
well, definitely not the lifestyle for me, but definitely something that I know can be peaceful. People enjoy it, and like Dawn said, it is kind of its own little culture.
Yes.
All right, so to wrap things up, one, you're excited about 2017.
Yes.
I love that you're prepared for 2017 because we try to talk to a lot of our real estate partners and say, hey, do you have a plan? I mean, we meet with every individual in our office and put together their 2017 plan. And it totally prepares them to help our clients better. And don't you feel you're more prepared than ever to help your clients?
Yes, I am. I'm ready, willing, and able, so bring it on.
All right, so if you're looking for an incredible, just a fun lady, you're going to love working with
you can
Debbie.
see she has no energy.
Yeah, and she's a hoot. You're going to like, it's nice to work with partners. That's why we want you to reach out to us at Skyline Home Loans. I guarantee everybody here is a good person. They love their jobs. They love helping clients out. And reach out to Debbie Kelly because I know she's ready, willing, and able to help you in any regards.
Absolutely.
Any kind of real estate needs, especially if you have certain needs for ranch properties, you need somebody who's experienced in that field because it's a completely different animal. So you need a specialist.
Pun intended, huh?
Yeah, right.
See?
But I can do condos to castles, so I can help. My real estate expertise. I'm a broker, so I can do all of it.
All right.
Excellent.
Experienced agent, 29 years experience, a lot of fun. Debbie Kelly, reach out to her. Facebook, just Google her name, Debbie Kelly. She'll pop up. Debbie, thank you for being part of our show and
Thank you
bringing
so
just a ray
much.
of sunshine to our show.
You guys, thanks so much for having me. Love being here.
All
and
right.
thanks for all you do.
Very cool. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the second half of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. We got some great stuff coming up.